me that day is like you like that we were first teaching together, you like never cursed. Never. Even my ear was like JB. Hey, what did I do? I turned around and said, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, bro. You did. That day was funny. Oh, it is episode, I believe we on 122.
Oh, coming to you live.
Happy, especially to my man Joey. Happy Teacher Appreciation Week.
Oh, same to
All
you,
my
JB.
educators out there.
Absolutely.
I know you out there. You know, you're getting close to the end of the year and you are ready to go.
It's
Come on
time.
down to CJ Squared. Listen to us. We'll keep you motivated.
It's time for you to send them.
To make some money. Tonight's a big night. We're talking about the Nuggets and their issues. The Celtics got smoked tonight. Talking about our controversial all NBA team. The CJ Squared all NBA team will cause controversy across the landscape. It's going to happen. All right, and then we already ready for fantasy football. We had the NFL draft. The CJ Squared Dynasty League is about to get lit up and fired up.
Lit up.
We are ready. And guess what? OJB is already in a best ball drafting.
Getting in early.
Or best ball, getting in early, right? I took it. I joined up. I gotta change the settings. I think I had the settings on. Let me see this daggone. Let me do gallery. Yeah, all right, because we see all of us when I'm talking. Because I had to set on that when one person talking, it switches the screen. So yeah. So I'm already fired up. And then we're gonna do some get some numbers, do some drawings for our conference finals pool that we got going on. Yes, I say we because we are a we. CJ Squared all day, every day.
Every day, stacking every day, right?
We're stacking all every day is what we do.
All day.
Right, so, first question: NBA playoffs going on. We in the second round, and right now we got the defending champs on the mother ropes. They on the ropes because you would say I wouldn't say on the ropes if they weren't on the ropes. And it's not because they down 2-0. It's because how they are getting beat. It's how they have been manhandled in the first two games. Game 2, without the defensive player of the year, they still got skull drugged. I do it. Like you sounded in the church.
That's what happens.
Tell it, brother.
Wow.
Well, let the church say amen. Yeah. All right. Anyway, I grew up in the church, man. So, I grew up in the church. But anyway, guys, can the Nuggets come back? Can they come back? Start with you, Joy, with that shirt. There's no malarkey.
None at all.
Shout out to
Belinda Stegall. No malarkey. Chris and JB, buttons, wherever you are.
Buttons.
Millions.
Millions.
The series is not over. Yes, Denver can come back. However, if it's going to happen, number one, JB's mans has to find himself. Jamal Murray needs to play better. Bottom line. Number two, Denver was CJ Squared term sunned on their own floor, skull drugged on their own floor, but particularly in game 2, as JB said, the defensive player of the year wasn't even there. And they were manhandled. They were out physicaled. They were embarrassed on their home floor. As Rudy T once said, never underestimate the heart of a champion. We are now questioning whether the defending NBA champions have a heart anymore because of how they were dealt with in game 2. In game 3, they need to be the aggressor. In game 3, they need to be physical. I think there should maybe even be some sort of flagrant foul in there somewhere to
some type of melee.
Send a
Something.
message. Kevin McHale clothesline Kurt Rambis. Send a message. That clothesline changed the entire series.
Yeah.
Denver needs to do something to wake the entire team up. We've been saying we don't necessarily think Denver is as good as they were last year. Bruce Brown was a huge part of that team last year. They don't have that this year. They have a bunch of young guys that aren't Bruce Brown veteran who can come in and give you.
Don't forget they had Jeff Green too.
Jeff Green was a older 3-and-D type of guy. He could take on the best play, the best scorer, the most athletic scorer. And they have guys that can do that, but they don't reciprocate what Bruce Brown did on the offensive end last year. So number one, I'm looking for Denver to be more physical, to be more aggressive, and to show that they had the heart of a champion, and they'll be back in this series.
Go ahead, Chris. What you say? What say you?
Yeah, I think they can. I think they can come back. I just feel like we've seen times where teams make Joker the focal point as far as the scoring the basketball, and then they don't really play that well because basically he's getting his and nobody else is.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's not really defending him in that way where he's just going off for 45, and so they're throwing a lot of it where he's still getting his numbers. He's close to a triple-double each game right now.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing is obviously Jamal Murray. When we look back, JB brought that stat up, I think, last week, where he's one of the he's a guy, probably, what did you say? One of the guys who jumps the most in the playoffs.
He is a guy.
The guy. So it's always, I mean, in the playoffs, you always know your guys are going to get yours. The Joker's going to get his. It's, can these other guys step up? And right now, Jamal Murray is not playing like the guy that we saw in last year's, and in multiple playoffs he's played this way. And so I don't know if Jamal Murray can't turn into the Jamal Murray of last year all of a sudden. I'm not sure if they can turn around because
that's right. It's over.
I mean, because they do have 3 bigs that they can throw at the Joker to make him uncomfortable, and they all play different.
And they throw Slow-Mo on him too.
And him, yeah, I mean, exactly. And so, and the one thing is that Denver is usually bigger than everybody up front. They're not bigger than Minnesota. And then you have the X Factor and the Ant-Man, who now they haven't faced a guy like that can just turn it on and just is athletic and just go out. And he's really a mismatch because you look at who's going to defend him. KCP is a good defender. Aaron Gordon's a good defender. Porter, all right, but they don't really have a guy who's as athletic as him. So he's, in the way he's kind of playing right now, he's rolling. I think Minnesota is just a mismatch.
He's riding his sacks right now. that's SC double guy, right? SC double guy right now. He's just
and he's not the only one. There's plenty
messages.
of those.
He's like, JB. Like I sent him a message about how. Yeah, never mind. Because
I mean, I just think right now it's a mismatch for the way how we were saying Denver is a mismatch for the Lakers. They don't want to see the Lakers did not want to see them because they don't match up well. I don't think that they match up. I don't think that Denver matches up well with Minnesota.
Yeah, Chris sent me an article saying that Minnesota was built to beat Denver.
They really are because they're big. They line up big, and they've got Anthony Edwards who gives them fits. And the Joker is not a guy who can just do it on his own and just say, just get on my back and I'm just going to go out and score 40 and we're going to win this game. He's not that type of player. So they can win, obviously, because they've done it before. But I think the X factor is Jamal Murray. If Jamal Murray has another bad game, they probably are done. So it's really, I mean, he shot 18%? The first game he didn't even score in the whole first half, I don't think.
Look, one of the biggest issues for Denver this whole playoff is they get these slow starts. And against the Lakers, they will kept coming back.
Yeah,
but against Denver, who plays much better defense and is just much bigger and just they're hungrier than the Lakers, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like both games have not even been close. It's like Denver is not even getting to that point where they're at their best, like in that crunch time. they're not even close enough to be in crunch time. They're getting ran out the gym. And like you both said, and we know what the stat is when you go down 3-0.
Hmm.
It's over. Nobody in NBA history, let's repeat that. Nobody in NBA history has come back from a 3-0 deficit. 3-1, yeah, Lakers did that. We'll do that all the time, but 3-0, Boston came close last year and lost at home.
Lost on their home court.
Sure
home
did.
court, it was just jinx last year because the Bruins lost when they were home court too in the game 7.
Yeah.
It just wasn't, Boston wasn't getting that love. It's a Tom Brady curse going on. Too much winning in Boston. It's a Tom Brady
done with
curse.
that.
But yeah, no. If really, if the starters don't come out and set the tone early for Denver and play well, then they're done. They're done because Minnesota's bench is deeper and they don't have to play as many minutes and they get sitting waves of guys and everybody comes in, just plays their role and plays D. They could be done. And Denver's going to go into the most hostile territory they've been in their entire career because Minnesota right now is smelling blood in the water.
Yes, they do.
The Sharks are there, man. They come. Or the Wolves are there. They hunting. I mean, they pack hunting. If Denver does not come ready to play and they don't come out and hit first, like Joey said,
JB, the only way they may get through that is if they get there early and purify themselves in the waters of Lake Minnetonka. That's the only way.
That's the jokers out there just backstroking.
All I know is, man, they what's that old saying? They in trouble.
Yeah, you right about that.
Man, they in trouble right now. Anyway,
quick shout out to Cat because Cat is playing some great ball. Cat's playing some great ball too, and it wasn't that long back when we were thinking that Cat may be a soft player because Jimmy Butler took his heart.
Obviously, he ain't soft. He just son Jamal Murray. Just get out my way and laid it up.
Cat is no longer, as Kobe described, Charmin. He is not Charmin soft.
But also, remember out of last year, everybody was just crushing the kind of the Twin Towers. This
yes, they were
in the new era, and this has shown like you can have bigs, like you can have two bigs right now.
Yeah, yes, especially you got two bigs like Naz Reid and Cat who can shoot the three and spread the floor too.
Yes,
because they all are kind of different guys, which is they're not like they're not redundant. Basically, they're all different types of players.
Shout out to Rudy Gobert too, who has improved his perimeter defense.
Yeah,
I hated on the trade. Hated on him.
Remember, not long ago when my man's Terrence Manns.
Yes, he did.
Like 40.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Gobert's been put on skates quite a few times, but the fact that he's willing to now go out, and he's always been willing to go out and try to defend that.
Yes, he is.
Denver,
I'm eating crow.
Denver is going to have to play their best, especially this game right here. They got to play their best game this game. They got to be the NBA champion Nuggets to win and set the tone to get back in this series, man. They got to. This game right here is the biggest game for Denver in at least 2-3 years.
Absolutely.
It's a must win. They gotta win this game.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then they go there, and then Joker is like that. Is he cursed? Even MVP win, he can't win the MVP. Can't win in the playoffs.
Just don't even give me the MVP anymore.
Happened to Giannis too, but man, Embiid probably was the MVP to start the year. Happened to him too. So it's team ball, man. And then when you see this next team, our All NBA team, how one of their top players has been disrespected, you like, man, does it even matter?
No. Individual era.
Disrespectful. All right. This next team we're talking about is the Celtics. Wow. The OKC, they made a big run. They back within the 6. They were down like 17. Tell you boy, NBA is a league of runs for real.
Yes, it is.
No one's safe.
No, unless you are Denver and the Timberwolves, they just keep they just keep expanding on them. No runs can be made by the Nuggets against them. But anyway, the Celtics, who got sun tonight,
Mm,
but
they
they
did.
got sun in game 2 against Miami too. So, but the big question is, should the Celtics still be the favorite to win the NBA championship? Chris, what you think?
To me, I still think they're probably they're probably the team that has a good bench, and they also are so solid on the front on the starting five is just. I mean, you look at if Porzingis is healthy, and that's that's an if obviously, but if he's healthy, you got five guys that could make an all NBA team. We only got one of them, but you got
Just
five guys.
I had to.
You had we have I mean you have five guys who could all five of those guys have had a heck of a season. We talked about Drew Holiday last year was, I put him on my all NBA last year. I mean, he's that level of guard. And Derek White, who, he could have easily made an all-star team this year. He was playing that well. So to me, they're deep. They're the most solid team. They had the best regular season. I think you have to put them there. Now, Jason Tatum hasn't shown the ability to kind of close and take that next step. But I always say, Giannis was the same way. Joker was the same way. Until you take that step, everyone's going to dog you for not being able to do it. But once you do, then that's kind of off your back, and you can relax a little bit. But
they have gone to the conference finals
all the time,
5 or 6 times since he's been in the league.
All the time.
Yeah, I mean they're always
only
right
been to one
there.
final,
They're right there, and they're always But I think this is probably their most well-rounded team. And so to me, yeah, I think you still have to put them as a favorite. And but they lost tonight. But I think that every team you look at has a little bit of a weakness, and everybody is. The Knicks went up 2-0, but they were down at half. Me and Joey talked about the Hartenstein.
He came back. He pulled a Willis Reed, didn't he?
The Hartenstein heave at the end of the half ended up playing a big.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that actually ended up playing. So I think that each of these teams have some weaknesses, but and it is still about matchups. I think the Celtics though kind of are the best team maybe to be a little bit more matchup proof than all the rest of the teams, just because of I don't know who they would not want to see. They're not as big maybe as Minnesota probably matches up. They probably don't match up as well with them.
But on defense, Minnesota, unless you play in zone against the Celtics, the way they spread the floor.
Yeah, so they don't want to see them either. Yeah, so
you get Tatum and Brown and Holiday, them guys driving, and everybody else is open for threes, and that's what they want.
Yeah, so I think that the Celtics to me, are the most solid top to bottom, best starting five as far as just Denver we've seen doesn't have a bench that Knicks Brunson has to go off to win.
Man, the Knicks, man, I'm hurting for the Knicks right now, man. OG hamstring.
Oh yeah, that's
Mitchell gone.
Break. Yeah,
they need to get some G League guys here soon to play on the team.
Yeah, Bogdanovic now gone. I mean, they're just, but Brunson's carrying them. I mean, he's putting them.
Brunson's he's like the I don't know, first play NBA in a while. They've had 4 straight games with 20 points in the second half of the playoffs.
Yeah, he's like, get on my back.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. But I tell you though, the dude, the real guy is Josh Hart. That dude, man.
He's definitely that glue. He's that glue guy for sure. They kind of, I wouldn't say they go as far as scoring and doing those things, but he's the kind of guy who his attitude and the way he's carried him as far as he's got that Jimmy Butler type of attitude of just say it tell it like it is kind of player.
Jimmy Butler ain't playing 4 straight games, 48 minutes a game.
Oh, no way.
Not these days.
Josh Hart is not coming out of a game, bro.
No, he's just not. He's an Iron Man for sure.
He's just playing. Gotta give him props. All
Yeah,
right.
so for me, I'm still say they're the favorite until I think they're just they could lose because this is the playoffs, but
Especially when Porzingis comes back. Goodness.
yeah, when if he's healthy,
Yeah.
he's another guy who could have made an All NBA as good of a season as he's had, and he gives you so much because he's an somehow he's still because remember
Unicorn.
he got so much hype early, went to Dallas and kind of he's on the Knicks and went to Dallas and he kind of didn't really mesh well there, but like he's an all NBA level player that kind of gets overlooked which is weird because I think he got
Yes, because the reason he is overlooked is because he's so big and tall, but most coaches didn't use him close to the basket, which
Oh,
Boston will do if you play somebody smaller than him. They will post him and he just turn around. He won't body you, turn around, just shoot over
oh
you.
yeah, he's hard to he
He
is a
just
unicorn in that way because he just does I think now all of a sudden, he was good on the Wizards. He was really good.
I know I was thinking the same thing. He was. He
But
wasn't he wasn't a bum. Like he's
yeah.
not a bum. He
But
had
yeah,
dude
I'll still take
20 and
Celtics.
10 on a regular and block shots. He can disrupt anything. Joey
Joey
don't
don't
like
need
him
to.
because he used to be a Nick. All right, Joey.
They could use Porzingis for sure right now.
oh, absolutely.
Knicks can use anybody right now.
Absolutely.
Your boy Isaiah Hartenstein is playing he's playing like the Knicks, man. I love watching the Knicks play right now because them dudes is like I love a hard team, like straight hard that's playing hard
That's what they are,
and just
JB.
don't
Well,
give
I
up.
wonder right now if you ask NBA, like if you ask ESPN, TNT, like who do they want, ABC, like who they want in the finals? Who do you think? I think it's the Knicks, probably, right?
Yeah. I don't want to see a finals with the Knicks playing the Timberwolves. Lord have mercy. Timberwolves is too big for them. I don't like that matchup. The Knicks, if I'm seeing the Knicks play, I gotta see the Knicks versus the Thunder or the Knicks versus Dallas. I can't see the Knicks versus the Timberwolves. The only team in the East that's right now, it may be Cleveland. If Cleveland can get past Boston and get to the finals, I like a matchup between Cleveland and if Allen comes back for Cleveland, I like Cleveland against Minnesota because they
Yeah,
got some big
Cleveland's
guys
big.
in Cleveland too. They'll match up, right?
Yeah, they're big.
But if I'm doing wing players, if you're in the West, the only team I don't know who wants to see Boston when Boston is healthy right now. I like Minnesota, but I think they're gonna
Better
if they
get
play
healthy
Boston.
quick.
Yeah, you play Boston, Minnesota. Boston, you had a couple guys that gonna throw at Ant. They're gonna throw Drew Holiday, Derek White, two all NBA type defenders. Ant gonna get his, but he gonna have to work a little harder against those guys.
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll see, man. It's coming. It's coming here soon. So,
Joey, what do
Joey,
you
how
think?
you feel about that, man? About the Celtics winning the favorite to win the NBA championship. What's your thoughts?
I would think on paper with a healthy team, even though they're not going to be completely healthy. Yes. However, Porzingis not being there changes Boston. He is as much as I would like to hate on him, he is a very good player, and he fits into what Boston wants to do very well. One big thing that I got from tonight's game, a loss for them, Cleveland scored 60 points in the paint.
Mm.
Porzingis being there, that's not going to be 60. They absolutely need him. They scored 60 points, and Jared Allen did not play either.
Nope, he's out. He
So
hurt rib or something.
that is a problem. His presence not being there, especially on defense. I think Porzingis is an underrated defensive player.
Definitely is.
Very underrated. I think he can move laterally pretty well. I think he can, if he is caught on a switch on a guard, I think he has the ability to be able to stay in front of a guard for as long as he possibly can and alter shots. But they better get him back healthy. They better get him back healthy because Cleveland is on the ball all up in that paint.
I'm just like the Knicks, man. Golly, everybody getting hurt, man. I'm telling you, without OG ain't playing, man, against Boston.
It's gonna hurt.
No, it ain't gonna hurt. Oh,
OG not playing game 3 is gonna definitely hurt. That's
Indiana. Dude,
that hurts.
Here's one thing about the Knicks and Indiana, real quick, before I answer about the Celtics. Indiana ain't no tough team. They're not tough, and they don't play good defense. And they scored 130 on them.
Sure did.
Didn't have Mitchell Robinson, but Bogdanovich. OG didn't play the second half a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of course, no Julius Randle, and you still put 130 on them.
Yeah.
Please. Now the Knicks can still beat them just by outscoring them.
They definitely can.
And out hustling, because
I think they definitely can.
I want the Knicks that size. For every fourth quarter, they kill you in offensive rebound.
Yes, they are.
That's heart. That's mentality.
Exactly what it is. Literally.
It's just fight, man. They fight. He out there.
Definitely fighting. He's definitely fighting. He's definitely
and your boy, the big ragu, he almost, I'm gonna tell you, last game, he took one shot. I was like, why is he get shot?
After they got
the kick out,
the offensive rebound with less than a minute, I was like, what? I said the same. What are you doing?
Okay, I know you're feeling it, but even the commentators say, hey, he supposed to pull that pull it out.
You are.
And run some more clock.
You believe that clock.
It was a Jason Brown coach team. Would have been a timeout. Sit down.
Go get him.
But they ain't got nobody to sit down, so I guess they got nobody to sit down. But I know Tom was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, yes, he definitely was.
All right, NBA, are the Celtics still the favorite? Yes, until they get beat, they should be the favorite. You're the best. You had the best record. You got the best team. The only thing people always question is their coach and his coaching decisions in the playoffs. But you got Tatum, you got Brown, you got White, you got Drew Holiday, you still got Al Horford, you got an awesome starting five. So they are, to me, they are definitely still the favorite.
Still the one.
I don't know who in the West really wants to see them in a 7-game series. But we'll see. The way Minnesota's playing defense right now, I don't know if anybody want to see them. They are there mugging people.
Real quick, I looked on defensive win shares, which is basically how many wins you're responsible for. Minnesota has 7 guys in the defensive win shares in the top 35 in the league.
Wow.
And
it's not even Anthony Edwards isn't even one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
you got Mike Conley playing D. Of course,
McDaniels.
You got what? You got McDaniels,
Naz Reid.
Minnesota, they got Frank Vogel fired.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Boy.
They even got so did
KD.
Kyle Anderson is 33.
Slow-mo.
Hey, slow-mo out there. Slow-mo moving his feet down. Don't think he won't.
And oh no, my bad. Anthony Edwards is 4th.
Oh, he's 4th.
I missed that. So they got 8 guys in the top 33 in the defensive win shares. Okay. That tells you, and Denver's got 2.
So here's a kicker too. In the playoffs, Minnesota has had the number 1 ranked D and O.
Wow.
Yeah, that tells you there. They're a matchup nightmare for Denver.
That's sounds like Golden State back in the day.
Yes, it does.
The State did a little different. The Golden State did it their movement and just their switching and hustle was a different level back in the day too. Golden State's was.
Sounds just like them.
Yep. But anyway, all right. It's that time for the CJ Squared All NBA. Man, look. Go ahead and call it what it is. If we crazy, say we crazy. If we not crazy, just hook us up. We all made a pick for each round, and then we had a consensus for each round as well. We only had 3 players that were unanimous, and those were the 3 finalists for the MVP. Right? So I guess that hey, there go my man Buns. He's joining the fray.
I was going to text and make sure he's up.
All right. So if you look at, I think it's up here, right? Can y'all see it?
Yes, got it.
All right, here we go. We got our first team consists of Giannis, SGA, Joker, Luka, and Tatum. Did I let Buttons in? Hold on, let me see. Did I let
Button's still waiting.
Oh, yeah, on the fence like
He's
this. Come on.
waiting. He's waiting to get in. Come on, let me in.
Come on, JB.
It's cold. It's cold out here.
It's a marathon, JB.
Come on, can I come out and play?
Oh, this guy with his jersey on.
What's up, Buttons?
Buttons, you didn't hit it. You didn't hit it. There we go, Buttons.
We are depleted right now. But it's all right. It's all right. You know, I have confidence. I'm confident. But you know what? I will say one thing about the Knicks. Tomorrow night, I better see a lot of 48s next to the players that need to play the entire game. 48 here, 48 here, 48 here.
You want no subs. Literally, there's never a sub. There's no subbing at all.
I think we're going to see an Alec Burks sighting tomorrow, Buttons. Alec Burks knows Burke? Tibbs' offense. Okay. I think we're going to see an Alec Burks sighting tomorrow.
Okay. Hey, it's going to happen, bro. It ain't no thoughts. He has to play. Like I said, the Pacers don't play D. They don't.
Yeah, they don't. They're going from they have impressed me the first two games, obviously. On the other side of the spectrum, Denver is just a complete debacle. I mean, I cannot stand watching these games, like watching Jamal Murray and his mediocre 12.5 points per game in this series right now. It's unbelievable. He's like the fourth leading scorer on the team.
Easy, Buttons.
He's getting skull drunk.
That's Jamal Murray.
Yeah, well, I know who it is. Does he know who he is?
I don't know. He out there throwing heat packs on the ground.
What is that? What?
And they're in his head, man.
Yes, they are.
Man.
Yes, they are.
He better just go ahead and find that guy, man, that he's been, man. And just don't let them. Dude, he got to go out there and play. But we know, Buttons, we already talked about this. Yeah. If they lose game 3, it's a Vince Carter, bro.
It's a wrap.
It's Vince Carter.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's ever come back from 3-0 in the NBA.
You said that nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Yeah.
Buttons, did you just hear my stat that win shares on defensive win shares? Minnesota's got eight guys in the top 35 or something.
That's pretty incredible, actually.
Yeah, I mean, they're the number 1 DNO in the playoffs, Buttons.
Yeah, I just really didn't take them seriously at all.
Nope, not really.
They're a matchup nightmare for Denver right now.
Yep.
Yes,
because you can tell Jokic at the end of the game is just getting like he's just like exhausted looking like because
what more can he do?
Yeah,
he needs help.
Yeah, he's not that kind of scorer, really. I mean, and we've seen him when teams make him one-dimensional.
Chris, he's the MVP. Let's not excuse him.
True, but I don't think he's that type of guy. I don't know if he can. I don't think he's a Shaq type of dominant force. Like, oh, I'm just going to go out and just.
And I think,
45.
Like you mentioned earlier, they are playing straight up, so they're not letting him get those passes. He's going to have to. This other guy, we're talking about Jamal Murray. He's going to have to go out there and score to make them finally double team him.
Exactly, JB.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
They're playing him with slow-mo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and slow-mo D'ing him up.
Yeah, because they're basically saying we're gonna let Joker do what he does, and it doesn't matter. He can't dominate it even with that.
I mean, it doesn't help. It doesn't help that Ant-Man is just putting on an absolute show.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Well, they just don't have anyone to defend him.
Yep. All right, people. So look, first team, we all had SGA, Joker, and Luka. Joey threw a Brunson on there, and Chris threw a.
Oh, you crazy, man!
Joey and Chris.
Buttons.
You are crazy right now.
Joey doesn't think Giannis should be on the first team, and Chris just disrespected the Boston Celtics. He put Tatum on a second team. Luckily for Tatum, me and Bugsy.
Now look. Normally I say this only for Joey. We need to get 2 drug tests up in here, okay? And we need to test these 2 live on air. They need to be drug tested.
But I mean, to me, looking at Brunson has had to carry the Knicks more than Tatum's had to carry Boston. We talk about win shares. Brunson beats him in win shares, and he also beats him in the VORP, which is the equivalent to WAR in football and baseball. Brunson beats him in that, and so he's a second. They finished second and Brunson's had to do more for his team than Tatum's had to do it for his team. So he beats him in those 2 things. Plus
his first team All NBA. I just gotta tell y'all that. I'm sorry.
Would you, Chris? Let me ask you this.
Brunson is the guy.
Would you rather have Jason Tatum or Brunson?
For sure.
I'm asking you a question.
I've even said before to Joey, I don't think if Brunson is your best player, I'm not sure they can win a championship with Brunson, where I wouldn't say that about Tatum. But I'm just saying, taking that in a vacuum, if you just erased and gave me not Tatum, and you just blindly tested me and looked at the numbers and all these other things.
One say you be tested.
Then I think that Brunson had a better year than Tatum.
Hey, that's why we all got opinions. That's all good. All right, second team. We got Ant, who is clearly ascending.
Yes, he is.
We got Sabonis. Somehow AD snuck up on here. And Brunson and the Claw. I was thinking to myself, not a playoff team. Beating the first round. But, that's...
But the other one didn't play in the first round, JB.
I know. That's how I felt. We got KD and Kawhi kind of tied, but I believe since Chris had Kawhi as the 4th player, we went ahead and gave it to the Claw. And Chris did say he think that the Claw had a better year than Durant when he was playing.
Fun guy.
I think the issue with Kawhi was Kawhi could have had a case for first team if he would have stayed healthy towards the end of the year. He had in the year, because at one point he was MVP, he was playing like an MVP basically. And the Clippers were hot, and then all of a sudden he did what he always does. He gets hurt.
Obviously, I love the game.
Jay, he plays just enough to get that money.
Get that money.
He knows what he's doing.
Hey, it's all about that money. All right, our third team is a team of losers. Halliburton. We got the chef who has been cooking before the playoffs started at home, cooking up. We got LeBron, who what LeBron should have done. They should have lost to to New Orleans and either play the Thunder or play the Timberwolves. Because they should have known the Nuggets were their kryptonite. And it proved true again.
They would have gotten smoked by Minnesota, though. If now in hindsight, I mean, they weren't there because
maybe, but it's just that mentality would have been different, though. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You play in Denver and the Lakers, I mean, they were down 3-0. It was over, right? And then you got Booker and KD who got their coach fired after just 1 year. Jeez.
Did I see a crazy stat that the Lakers led Denver No,
it wasn't crazy. The Lakers led that series. The only quarter that the Nuggets outscored them in was the third quarter. and the Lakers led for most of those games, leading at halftime every game, double-figure leads almost every game, and still got skull drugged. Jamal Murray put them to sleep. He put them night-night. And now Jamal Murray, he out here throwing heat packs on the middle of the game.
Absolutely.
He didn't get suspended.
No, he
talking
did not.
about malarkey going
That's
on.
crazy.
And then we got our honorable mentions.
Crazy.
I got a vote for Maxey, who was the NBA's most improved player. Somehow my man Jaylen Brown got disrespected completely. I had him on the second team. The rest of these guys, buds, including you, I give you a drug test here live.
Yeah.
The third team. Are y'all kidding me? Are y'all serious?
Yeah, but I actually based on the numbers, I don't think Jaylen Brown. I could make a case more for Porzingis and the other three, Derek White and Drew Holiday over Brown. I mean, Brown scores more and he's the bigger name offensively, but I don't think that his season, if you look at a total season, I don't think he's as good as the other three have even been.
We need to get you a ballot, so get you on this voting. See what happens.
I mean, I'm trying to come up with like just breaking down without knowing the names. Jaylen Brown would be the name that people are going to throw out there, but I think the other guy, I think Derek White's had a better year than Jaylen Brown did.
You do?
Really?
I mean, now I think about on both sides of the ball what Derek White can. I think Jaylen Brown's a better scorer than Derek White is, but it's not just about that. They can't say. I think they've taken a step up, and Derek White has taken a step up for me. Where I think Jaylen Brown is taking a little bit.
Live, we got Banana Man live on the Banana Man. All right, you know what? I mean, we'll see how it turns out. Let's see how it turns out, right? I mean, we got a lot of things going on. I know we still on the NBA. Let me see. Let's go to our NBA.
Who did I said Zion. Who did Joey say for his honorable mention?
Yeah, Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, Fox. So our honorable mentions were Maxey, Brown, Zion, and Fox.
Got you.
I'm looking at it over here on the live stream on this side. I got the other screen up.
I need it.
Need what?
I forgot the Dallas game. What's the
right now it's 68-62.
Okay.
Dallas started the second half. So
Luka's actually playing well.
Oh yeah.
For once.
All right, really quick. This is
for once. Really?
In the playoffs, that is.
Here our second round picks. We all had the Knicks. We all had the Celtics. We all have the Nuggets. Oh my goodness. We're gonna need that in 7 real easy.
We're still good. We're still good, JB.
Huh?
We're still good.
Yeah, I know. And then we differ. Only one we differ on is the Mavs and Thunder. So we will see. And then on that first round, we see a whole bunch of reds on a whole bunch of,
a lot of red.
I think let me see what we had. 1, 2. We had a couple where we got the team right and the series right. I had a couple. I think we got the defensive player of the year. Buttons was just being funny that day.
Could have been. I'm telling you. Look at it.
We all got this right, and we got the easy ones. We got the easy ones right. And then over here we didn't do too. We just didn't do that well. But anyway, all right. Okay, there we go. So we still rocking with it. Is how about now? I'll do NHL once we get to Joey's parlay. See how our NHL things are doing.
Mine's not looking good.
Chris, what we should do, since we're talking about the NBA really quick, and while we're doing this, y'all guys we can just the conversation can go whichever way y'all want it to go. I'm going to draw these numbers for this pool.
Oh, there you go, JB.
There we go.
Right?
All right, how many numbers you guys have? Or how many squares you have, Chris?
I got 2 on each.
Yeah. Y'all see 2 on each equals scared money.
I've never won any of these things with even
And
no
guess
matter
what?
how many I bought.
You can't win them if you ain't playing.
Yeah, yeah.
True.
I didn't do any on. I didn't
Everybody
do any
else
West.
that-
I didn't do any West. I did all
And this
East.
right here, this part of the video, and I'm gonna use this as a kind of a feeder for everybody that's playing on the pool. I'm gonna send them the link to this video and say, hey, you can watch the show and see where I draw the numbers, right? So, and Buns, I'm sure you didn't see the wheel yet, but let me
Oh, the wheel.
oh yeah, Buttons, I got the hook up.
Oh, James.
Let me share this. So we're gonna start with the Eastern Conference real quick. I have ones here just to hold the spot. I'm gonna do the away team first. Can you see that, Buttons? Y'all see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So where is I got a wheel. Here, where my wheel at? Buttons, you're gonna love the wheel, my friend. You're gonna love the wheel, Buttons. Let me stop this share and let me share the wheel for you.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
Buttons, look at the wheel,
Yes,
Buttons.
sir.
Look at that. What?
All right, so
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do the away team first on the Eastern Conference. So here we go. Should be a quick process. Oh my goodness.
Spinning that wheel.
Got a 7.
Seven. Okay.
This ain't football. So 7s don't mean
What does that mean exactly?
All these really mean nothing, right? Is there something I would hit would be better?
nope. It don't matter, man. You hoping. We got that out the way.
Okay.
Buttons, read the message, Buttons. What
Let's
is
go.
Message.
We stacking every day.
That's life.
Oh man. And this goes in order, JB? Like you're going from left to right, and these are the numbers that you draw.
I'll here you go. This is what I got so far.
Okay.
So you can see how it works. So I can't share both screens.
Yeah.
I'm doing this right here first, going down.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do the across next.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Then I'm gonna do the same thing for the West. That was 0, right? Yep, 0. Let me get rid of that one. All right, here we go.
You can update the wheel too, JB?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I can put your picture on the wheel, Buttons.
Should have put my picture as a 0, JB.
The button.
You know what? Next time we do this, I'm going to put your picture on the 0. Challenge accepted. All right, here you go. All right, so let me see. We got a 6. The 6. I'm gonna make these bigger. I'm gonna do all the other technical stuff later. Here we go.
Buttons, I just looked up. So Derek White in
There you
usage,
go. Get conversations.
All right, Derek White. Was 114. Jaylen Brown was 28th in the league in usage. In offensive.
Wait, hang on, Chris. Hang on. In usage, what was that?
Derek White was 114th ranked as usage. Jaylen Brown was 28th. In offensive win shares for the season, how many wins they're responsible for their team? Jaylen Brown was 89th in the league. Derek White was 25th.
Really?
No way that guy should be on an All-NBA. That means he's using most of the offense and not being productive with it. He's the least productive starter on Boston.
What?
By stats, he is. Now, you could say, well, he's got more usage. So the argument would be, what would Derek White do with that level of usage, right? That would be the other argument.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, maybe he's.
What would Derek White do going into the game and the team had to stop Derek White?
Yeah, now that's the argument would be if he needed to have that much usage, would he be able to be better
He's
than?
the focal point of the defense.
Yeah.
Which is why they work. But I'm just saying that those guys, you compare those guys, Derek or Jaylen Brown. I can't see Jaylen Brown when you look at like a Devin Booker, to me, who has as much usage but is much better than Jaylen Brown with it.
And Devin Booker, that dude.
Kardashian curse.
I'd rather. I mean, well,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
if I needed a clutch
I'm not
shot,
saying I would take.
at the end of the game, I want Jaylen Brown on my team.
I would rather take Jaylen Brown. What I'm more saying is that I don't think that, and I think that's why Boston is so good, is because they're just that deep of a team. If you put Jaylen Brown, I just feel like if you put Jaylen Brown on Detroit, he's gonna get his, but there's gonna be some hollow stats in there, I think.
So you saying Jaylen Brown is comparable to Cade Cunningham?
No, I think he's better than Cade Cunningham, but I don't think he's as. I think he's lucked into playing with a team that's loaded.
Look, he got drafted by the Celtics.
Yeah, true, but I'm saying that's still luck.
Jaylen Brown, Chris. This is respect, man.
I mean, I think he's a good player. I just don't know if he's an All NBA guy at this point. I think he's All NBA because
he made All NBA last year.
But I think he had a better season last year.
Okay. Better season last year. Okay.
I still think he's a talent. Like, I think he's an All NBA talent.
He's an All NBA talent. He definitely is.
And I just think that the team itself is so loaded that he can get away with doing that because they're so loaded that he can
Tatum doesn't get any MVP consideration.
Has Derek White even made an All-Star team?
He should have made one this year.
He should have.
All-Star team is there's no way that you're saying an All-Star team means anything with the way that these guys are. Half the vote is a fan vote at this point.
Jamal Murray has never made an All-Star team.
Yeah, I mean, and Jamal Murray's better than Derek White. I'm not saying that Derek White should be All NBA.
Not right now.
And Jamal Murray should not be All. Jamal Murray should be All NBA at some point. He'll be All NBA.
He's All World.
Yeah, you're right about that. Even when he sucks.
I'm just saying. I think that. I just think Boston is loaded.
He's all world.
I mean, they are loaded, but 33 and a half minutes per game, 32.6 minutes per game. One guy scores 15 a game. The other guy scores 23.
Yeah, he's got the more usage. He's gonna score more. He's holding the ball way more.
He's only playing a minute more.
They're not asking Derek White to score a ton of buckets, but
according to you, Chris, maybe they should. Feed Derek White. Feed Derek White.
Let's run the offense through Derek White.
No, he's not that level.
Let's see
them
do that. Let's see them do that 1 year, Chris. Let's see them feed that offense through Derek White, and you'll see what happens.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the discrepancy of how good Brown is. He is a good player. I just don't think he's an All NBA player. Is my point.
Okay.
That's not what
this year.
I'm not saying I'm putting Derek White in the All NBA. You didn't see him. He's not in my list of guys. I think Devin Booker had a better year. I think Halliburton has had a better year than Jaylen Brown. JB likes it because they're saying they're the best team in the league. They should be well represented with two guys.
But I like him because he's a great player too. He's not a slouch, man.
No, he's not a slouch. I think he's just a good player. I think he's a top 30 player.
Nah, he's definitely a top 30 player. What?
He's a top 30.
Nah, he's
a top 15.
Top 15.
I don't think he's a top 15 player.
Oh, I don't know about that, JB.
Okay, so he's not a top 15 player this year, or just not altogether?
If I looked at that All NBA squad that we just threw up there, I don't think I would take off any of those guys for Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Joey, is he top 15 for you?
I think he
Don't give me top 15
20.
talent, Joey.
Just as good as
All right, who would
the
you
top
take? You're
15.
starting a team right now. You got Booker or Jaylen Brown?
Booker.
Booker.
Jaylen Brown.
Oh, JB.
All right, Joey. Halliburton or Brown?
Ooh. Well, I'm taking Halliburton.
Halliburton.
That's just my opinion, but
Halliburton, man. It depends. You know what? I'm probably taking Halliburton because he's a point guard that can play. But you know, recently though, man,
JB doesn't like Halliburton. He doesn't think he has that killer instinct in him.
Man, he doesn't. I mean, you know, you're the best player. You come out and first game you take what 2 shots.
That's horrible.
Starting the year, this one's close. Maxey or Jaylen Brown? You're starting a team.
Jaylen Brown.
I'm taking Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
I probably would go Jaylen Brown, but give me 2 years. I think Maxey could catch it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So we talking about now.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the level of guy. I think that's the level of guy that's his range for me right now.
Right.
So
it's much more there than
all
it is.
The guys you're saying are better than Jaylen Brown, then the NBA got a problem. The problem is how they gonna afford to pay all these guys if Jaylen Brown is the highest paid guy in the league right now. How we gonna pay everybody else?
That's the market.
True.
Baby.
I mean, it's just going to keep going up and up and up.
That's the market.
Okay, because spoken from guys who don't go to NBA games and pay money to go watch NBA teams or pay for league pass. That's why y'all saying that. Y'all ain't got it ain't no investment involved in it.
No,
absolutely not.
I'll watch Van Pelt later.
All right, I'm working my way through this.
How about Kyrie or Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown. No question. No hesitation.
Right now, Jaylen Brown.
I'm taking Jaylen Brown because with Jaylen Brown, Kyrie is great and he's nice, but you never know what you're going to get. And Jaylen Brown, you're going to get consistently showing up and playing and not causing a problem outside of basketball.
True.
So give me Jaylen Brown all day, every day. The same thing with the other guys you're talking about. Some of them, man, they always got distractions. You don't heard nothing negative about Jaylen Brown. Give me that dude every day, all day, every day.
How about playoff P?
Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
I would take Jaylen Brown.
Playoff P. He's playoff P, but he ain't never got to nowhere else in the playoff and keep losing.
All the time.
I know. You don't know what you're going to get. You might get Paul George.
Time.
You might get George Paul.
You ain't lying. I mean, because that game, what was it, game 5? Goodness gracious, we had like 5 points. It's like, how do you do that, man? You were third in the MVP voting a couple years ago. You out here playing like you a bum.
Joey, how about for you, De'Aaron Fox or Brown?
De'Aaron Fox. Easy.
Man, De'Aaron Fox is nice, but is he a winning player? Right? Is he really a player? Is he really a winning player? What y'all saying? Is he really?
He's getting there, JB.
Okay, then if he's getting there and Jaylen Brown is already there, why are we taking Fox then?
I mean, Jaylen Brown, to Chris's point, Jaylen Brown is on a much better team.
That's a tough one.
But he's been on a team that's been to the Eastern Conference Finals and been competing for championships for years.
Bro.
I believe
I'm gonna take Jaylen Brown
have the same amount of hardware.
The same.
We talk about hardware, then there's no argument for none of these guys.
Yeah.
Chris ain't named one player yet that got any hardware.
Well, yeah, there's a reason we're outside of the top 15 right now. I'm trying to gauge where we're putting.
In the top 15, Chris, I got to correct you on that.
What's that?
Booker.
Put Booker in the top 15.
Booker.
I got to correct you.
Well, because there's only so many guys that have hardware over the last.
You said he got in top 15. So
there's only because we didn't. No one even had Embiid on there, right? How about Donovan Mitchell?
Be on there because he didn't play enough games.
Yeah. So how about because we've already got 15.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell, did he play enough games this year? Only played enough games either.
No, he didn't play. He only played like 55, I think.
Yeah, no.
But
Yeah, he destroyed my
and
fantasy.
guess what? Donovan Mitchell, same thing. He played on Utah, #1 seed, skull drug, losing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might take Donovan Mitchell.
Mitchell
I'm
or
taking
Brown?
Spider.
Joey?
I'm
Spider,
I'm going Mitchell. I'm going.
Smallish, you taking a smallish two guard who can't guard. Okay, I got you.
You take Jaylen Brown, JB? You take Jaylen Brown there?
Yeah,
Would you really?
yes.
Wow.
I'm taking. Look, Jaylen Brown is a better defender.
Mm-hmm.
A better defender. He's bigger. He's stronger. I mean, look what you want. You want small guys. Look what Minnesota's doing right now. Yeah,
I want
small
JB.
guy.
I want shooters. Shooters.
Everybody wants shooters.
I need shooters on my left and I need shooters on my right.
We are
All right,
all
Dave,
over the place.
Dave, okay, so if we talk about shooting, all right, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell. But I'm talking about all around player. I'm taking Brown.
We didn't put Lillard. No Lillard. What about Lillard? I think Lillard's better than. I'm taking Lillard for 1 year over Jaylen Brown.
Of course.
The argument against Lillard is that in the spotlight when he was playing with the Blazers, who didn't have no chance to do nothing, he out here balling. And trust me, I'm all about Dame time. That's my man's. You know I am, but I gotta call it like I see it. He came to Milwaukee. He has stuff going on in his life. We got to give him that change. That's stuff going outside of basketball that could have affected him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look what happened to Milwaukee.
The man needs help, JB.
And they in Cancun right now.
But
They out there fishing in Cancun right now, Buttons. That's what they doing. All right?
I don't think it's that crazy to say top 30 because we've already named 20 guys that we think we would take over him.
Well, no, I don't.
You.
We had the 15 on the list, right?
15 on the list. Yeah. And then hang on, you named how many people outside of that 15 did you name?
We are saying Lillard.
I'm definitely 100%.
We're saying Embiid.
Yep.
Right? We're saying who else was on the list?
Well, some guys JB didn't. JB
didn't. JB's not
Donovan Mitchell would be on my list before Jaylen Brown.
All right.
De'Aaron Fox was on your list.
For sure.
So that's 19, right?
19.
So I got to have one more?
One more, Chris. Can you do it? I don't think so. Jaylen Brown is in my top 20 at number 20.
He's right there at 20.
But the real thing is, my argument is, we're gonna leave him off the All NBA team completely. Okay, we'll see. We just a small town boys. We'll see how when the real voting goes down, how they see it. But anyway,
well, they're making the finals, JB.
Oh yeah, I mean
about that.
Yeah.
Who?
You heard me.
But they're not getting the respect.
We're done. Even if we
tell Joey that
get out of this round, Joey, we're done. Man. We're done.
Like it is, man. Joey,
Porzingis out. Anything can happen.
Joey, throw in the towel.
Down. I'm not ready to throw it in yet. We up 2-0. I'm not ready to throw it in yet.
Yeah, well, sometimes
Porzingis makes them difference. They are just like anybody else with no Porzingis playing defense.
Okay.
Just like anybody else.
Look, did you watch a little bit of the game tonight, Joey? Here's what I saw. I saw Cleveland shooting their lights out, okay? I think they shot over 50%. They had to have.
They were knocking down shots now.
And then 3-point Garland and Mitchell were 3-point studs tonight. All right. They were just hitting everything. So they got lucky.
Buttons, they scored 60 points in the paint.
Okay, now that is a good stat.
That's danger.
But that is a good stat.
That's danger right there. If he is not there to protect the rim, they're just like anybody else.
Well, Jaylen Brown can do it. JB said so.
Just like anybody else. A hot Knicks team, even a hot Knicks team that's hurt,
my goodness,
can beat an unhealthy Celtics team.
What's that? What's that?
Dude, you know what? If I was now, Chris does not like Jaylen Brown. That's what it is.
He doesn't have a problem with Jaylen Brown.
I was that last team. I mean, I must like him more than everybody else. Because last year I had him on first team. Joey and Buttons had him on second team. Chris didn't have him on no team.
I like Jaylen.
I like
Jaylen. I do like Jaylen Brown.
I actually didn't realize I had hate because I like him personally. Like, he seems like a good dude.
You know what? Chris looked at those same stats that he did this year. That's what he did.
Put marketing on an NBA All NBA team before Jaylen Brown.
Marketing balled last year.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, Chris. Come on, man.
We can pull up the number.
Man.
It's all about the usage percentage.
I think it was personal, man. Anyway, let's talk about some dynasty football.
Ooh.
Oh, Buds with the ooh.
Mm.
All right, I think tonight what we'll do is it's an effort to save a little time. I know my man Joey, he got stuff going on. I don't want him to throw the towel in. We'll do the tiers for maybe the first 12 and on live, and then y'all can do the other ones on your own time over the next couple of days, and then we'll look at it again on our next show. How that sound?
Yep,
sounds good.
That works.
That work, Joey?
So we're going.
That works.
It's going one. We're saying 1 through 5, or right? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah, I mean you can. Yeah, you can do it. And then what we do, how I got it set up, I'll just do like an average. And what I did was I'll share my screen. What we'll do is we'll just do we'll do the average here for the tier, right? The average, I put average tier. There we go, average tier here, and then we'll go through these. You know what? We'll go through up to. We'll go. Let me see. You know what? We'll stop at JJ McCarthy.
There we go.
JJ,
the QB. I think we can quickly spout our tiers out. Let me see. We do a quick little
And how many per? You said JB 5.
So we'll say 5 tiers, but you could have like Marvin Harrison if you want to just by himself in a tier by himself if you want.
Oh, okay.
It's just whatever you feel is where the tier drops off, basically.
And this is for our league, JB. You right?
So this would be for. I would think.
I mean, I am going to put this information on Buttons. That's a good point, Buttons. Let me show you. I don't know if you looked at the spreadsheet yet.
I did.
I'm going to put that information on ours because you see right here it says the CJ Squared big board.
Right.
That link right there. Boom. I got all the rookies there. And what I'll do is I will go here. I'll put average tier there, right, from our rankings. I mean, I have all the rookies, but I don't know if anybody can be drafting nobody down here. I don't know if anybody's taking Spencer Sanders, quarterback 18 from Kansas City, with one of their picks.
He ain't going nowhere.
That's a deep cut.
Unless you know something I don't know.
Yeah.
Chris,
there's probably guys that are like that watch like the preseason and they always got their guy, and that guy never does anything.
Hey, it's dynasty though. Hey.
I mean, you got to swing on somebody.
Yeah, like I got it all set up. So I got the big board here. I got the draft order already set up. and you know where I'm gonna put in the players once they pick them, and I put everybody's teams on here so they can look on here and mark their team, the guys they want gone. Like I'm getting rid of these 2 running backs right here. They're useless, so they're gone. I'm done with them.
I got a couple.
Who else goes out? And it's funny, right? I was looking. I got the franchise. He's like, "You up here, 2 buttons? You in here, buddy? You there?"
I got plenty of room on my roster for cuts. That's for sure.
I know you got every back in the history of running backs. And the funny part is Flacco to the finals, dude. This guy right here, man. He's the last pick in the rookie draft.
Yeah,
he work to do. Flacco really did lead him to the finals last year because he got some works to do. But anyway, all right. But that's and I sent today. I sent everybody the rules. I only had one person respond and say they're in. That was Frankie. But we'll see. I know y'all are in. I know C the double probably is in, and Rodney. There's some other guys got to make sure they're in.
Do you think or anticipate JB 1, maybe 2 guys leaving? Because I know that my brother-in-law definitely was.
Tell your brother-in-law, stay ready.
All right, gotcha.
Tell them stay ready because I'm telling them if they don't respond, and by the time we start drafting, I'm not trying to hit nothing.
Yep.
Right. And I'm gonna because what's today's day? Today is the 8th. I said the draft is June 1st, right? That's when we start.
Yeah.
First day, like first person, you on the clock for 24 hours, make your pick, right? And then I'll probably say I'm gonna send an email saying I need to know if you're in by the 24th, the week before. So I can give somebody a chance who's not in to come look at their team, make their things, change everything up or whatever. So I think right now we in a good place, on a good path to make this dynasty league pretty legit.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems good.
I love what you did, JB. I love the format, you know. I will say this too. I think it is a good idea that you make all these cuts. However, just in my other one at least, the rookie rounds, you're drafting a rookie, like regardless, right? The first 3 or first 4, I think we said 4 maybe in this particular league, right?
I changed it to 3.
Okay, 3. Okay.
From 3 to 6, 4 to 6, you can do a rookie.
You can do whatever, right? Yeah, whatever. You can do a rookie or you can do a veteran on the waiver wire, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So there's some people that skip in my other league because they like their roster so much.
They want no part of it.
Don't draft anybody. I don't know if that's going to happen in this league. And I think that what you're doing and your idea is legit and it's good. There's plenty of cuts to be made on every team, I bet.
Yeah.
Especially since we're adding defensive players as well, more defensive starters. I mean, and that obviously you could pick a rookie defensive guy as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have him on there, I was thinking that too.
Yeah,
like
sure.
You want to get that guy, that first guy who went to the Vikings. You want to get him on your team.
Yep.
You can draft him.
Yep, exactly. And that does happen in my other league as well. There are definitely defensive guys that are drafted sometimes fairly early.
I was planning on throwing, before the draft hit, I was planning on making the list of the top rookie defenders and throwing them on there too.
Yeah.
On that rookie page. So
no, I like it, JB.
But Buttons, does it, as the further you go along, are there teams that start to be where they don't even want to cut 6 guys? Like that would be tough for them.
I would say before Buttons answers that, this is just for this year though. Right. Because we got last year and we figuring out the draft format, and then from this point on, you can do what you want to with your draft pick. If you don't want to, you can trade it. You trade it now.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
And not.
Yeah, because I would say as the further along you go, there may teams that are just completely stacked that just are like, I'm losing way more by cutting a guy.
Right.
Sure.
Than I would if I just picked up some random
house. Like you just get rid of everybody.
But I think, Chris, it's reasonable that this year we do it this way.
Yeah, because I think
next year we look at maybe that next year we look at you have to drop 3 players at least because you have to replace him with rookies in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah, I would think that because I looked through the teams. I was looking this morning, and it's like I didn't see any team that couldn't come up with just random 6 dudes.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
I
in this league, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because like my team, I got like backup quarterbacks to my main guys. I could still drop those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I had a bunch of young dudes, so then I'm like, oh, I don't want to drop like what's the Saints guy? Like Miller. I don't want to drop him because
no.
But like there's guys. So that's a guy I literally never played.
Yep.
But like in 2 years from now, he could
he may be the starter.
Yeah, so that's why you're like, if you built that up, then you could screw yourself.
And honestly, Chris, you don't necessarily have to fill out a starting lineup right now. I could cut every defensive player that I have and then just pick them up when the season starts off the waiver wire.
Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Technically, you can do that if you really want to.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I looked through and it's I don't think anyone's there yet. Where
right.
Like,
I think and that's why this is such a good format. I think for the first year of doing the draft.
Hey, I love it. I love all this good commentary about it. All right, so here we go. I put my first thing in for Harrison. I got him as a tier 1 player. Joey, which for Marvin Harrison for Maserati Marv. Joey.
1, JB.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, 1 for him.
All right, Buttons.
1.
All right, Buttons. Neighbors. What you got here, Malik? They got him up there big at Fantasy Pros. They love him at Fantasy Pros. But how do you feel about him?
I have him in my tier 2, JB.
Ooh, tier 2, okay. Chris.
I got him at 1. I could see him going off there, but we'll see.
Okay. So you're saying that Daniel Jones is having a good year?
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I think it's just he's putting up numbers nobody else is.
Okay. New York haven't been great with number 1 receiver since Odell left. But
you can pencil this one in.
Okay, pencil in, got you.
Yeah.
Lock it in.
Joey's already, yep.
A 1, tier 1.
JB.
All right, I got him at tier 2 just because of his QB. Like I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, I got all the way down to Jordan Travis.
Wow.
Jordan Travis, tier, what is he?
JB, your man's PJ Washington is going off. Kyrie's only got 7.
All right, Rome. Oh, I got Rome as a tier 2. They still got DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. I think he's going to be in a situation like Jackson Smith and Jigba. You got him as
3, JB.
All right, Chris.
I got him at 2.
2.
2.
What about the Magic? Caleb Williams. What do you got? Wait a minute, Buttons.
No question about it. 1.
Okay. Chris.
Yeah, 1 for me.
Hey, y'all loving some Caleb Williams.
Uno.
I gotta agree. Worthy, I'm giving him a tier 3 myself. I don't know about. I got him real high here. Joey.
3, JB.
Okay. Chris.
Yeah, I'm at 3 for him.
Okay.
This kid, let me tell you something. The Buffalo Bills traded with the Super Bowl champions.
Oh, my Buttons.
To move back and gift the fastest guy to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to use this kid because they're going to need him. Because the other guy that they drafted last year, he ain't seeing the field anytime soon. So this guy to me is a tier 2.
Being investigated again.
2 for like
2 for me.
Assault. It's like, what you doing, man? You're ruining your career. All right. Brock Bowers, tight end 1.
Brock Bowers. I have him in my tier 3.
Hey, hold on. This is backwards, right?
Yep.
No, is it? No, oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I'm going tier 2 here for me.
Did you say Buttons?
I said 3.
Tier 3.
I'll go 2 for me.
Got 2. Joey?
I'm going 2, JB.
Joey's got some Bowers love.
I'm going 2.
All right. Brian Thomas, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. They need him. I'm gonna give him a tier 3. I don't see it. All right, Joey.
I'll join you with that 3.
Joey, join me.
I must like him more. I got him at 2 here.
Ooh, I got him at 3.
Always getting hurt. Lord have mercy. Dude limping every freaking game. All right. Lad McConkey. Lad.
4.
Right. Chris. I think Chris like this guy. He looks like Chris. I think Chris doesn't. He look like him.
I'll go 2 here.
Oh, I told you. Know when Chris likes somebody. And then look at that gleam.
Shouts out to his great uncle Phil McConkey, 1986 Super Bowl.
Phil McConkey.
Phil McConkey.
Yeah, I did look that up and see if they were related.
4.
Who are they going to throw to there?
Jalen Daniels.
I don't like him, Chris.
I mean, he's gonna be running for his life. If you talk about fantasy, I'm gonna go tier 1. He might be a fantasy surprise, some fantasy goodness. As long as he ain't paying my Cowboys like that. Go ahead. 3. Okay.
I'll go 1 here. We saw what guys who can run what they can do. Anthony Richardson was killing it. What was Justin Fields? I mean, look at how much Justin Fields got jumped up that quickly in fantasy.
True.
Yep.
And Jaden Daniels can give you that kind of year.
Yep.
I believe this guy he had a really good clean pocket statistic in college football. Here's the problem. Washington is not going to give him a clean pocket.
Not this year.
I wanted to do 1. I gave him a 2.
Okay, that's
true, but he could be running for his life, which means fantasy goodness.
Yes, fantasy goodness. All right,
Jonathan may get hurt.
Jonathan Brooks. This has to be. It's running back 1. All right, we're talking about a dynasty league draft here.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's RB1.
This is a tier 1 guy all the way.
See, this one's weird for me because and we'll see where these guys go. Like now, Buttons knows like the redraft of how important, or in the new drafts of how important a running back is because they're so rare.
Yeah.
So I'm piggybacking Buttons here because he probably knows a little bit more. I'm gonna go with a 1 also. Because I can't see him going like 6. You know, when you read like all these things, but then you're thinking, well, a running back that's here's
the thing, Chris. If you look at that roster right now, okay, they have a guy that they brought in for some money that they didn't even use last year because he was horrible, right? Sanders, right? And then they had another kid, right, that they played quite a bit. Chuba, right?
Yeah.
He's just all right.
Yeah.
It's all right.
The best thing in the NFL, fresh legs.
That's why I'll go Aints.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's just, and it does make sense from a draft capital of like you got a guy for 6-7 years in Dynasty. That's what you want. You lock up your fantasy guy.
Lock him in.
It's just when you read, you don't see him going in the top 7. But in our thing, we're looking. We only got 4 or 5 guys.
Get him there.
Not going in the top 7 is because injury concerns. He's coming off the ACL. So that's the reason. But they say he should be ready by camp. But I think that when you have that going on, you can lean on your other guys until he's 100%. Remember when Todd Gurley came into the league? At first, how he didn't play because he was kind of catching up with his knee. Then when that rookie year came on,
Gurley fan.
And then, Todd Gurley ended my fantasy playoff one year. Joey had Todd Gurley and Le'Veon Bell. Todd Gurley went bananas in the semifinals against me. All right. Ken Coleman. Look, is he gonna? This is a Buttons pick. I'm gonna give him a 2 because they're gonna have to throw the ball to him. I mean, you draft him that high, you gotta put the ball in this guy's hand.
He's got to get on the field. He's got to get on the field early. That's why I will also go a 2 right here.
All right.
Yeah, same. I'm going 2. Let's
Gotta
see
get
what
on
the
the field.
Bills. We got the Bills hat on. What do you got, Button?
Hey,
Hey,
Let's
put
see
a
if he breaks
four.
the
Put a
tape.
4 right there. 4, JB.
Oh, four.
there he goes.
I
There
he
almost had a
goes.
5. I almost had a 5, but
Five.
I put a 4.
There he goes.
Five.
Yeah. Trey Benson, RB2. I put him in the second tier.
Okay, nice. Yeah, he's playing behind a guy who last year I should have trusted him more, James Conner.
We were trying to tell you, JB.
Oh man,
Cold feet.
I know.
I'll put him in 2. I
Just
feel like
land
I get James Conner like 3.
I'll put him. Yes, I'm gonna put him 2 there. He'll be splitting definitely.
All right, Ricky Pearsall going to San Fran. I will give him a 5 because he's playing behind Ayuk. Unless they trade Ayuk or Debo or George Kittle, and then you got a running back who's catching the ball 100 times a year. So, yeah, 5. Joey?
I'm going to give Pearsall a 5 as well. I like to see him get on the field.
I'm going 3 because if you're drafting him that high, I feel like they got to have plans, some sort of plans for him. And I feel like Shanahan, he figures a way out for guys. So I'm going to give him a 3 here because I could see him dealing one of those guys with money and stuff. I feel like they're cocky enough to just think like Belichick.
Is that GM Lynch?
Yeah, I feel like they're just gonna just say, you know what, we can go find another Ayuk.
Yeah, okay.
And Pearsall's it. He's an athlete for sure. He's a ridiculous athlete, like his numbers.
I got you. All right, Buttons.
This is a 5.
I didn't sway you at all.
Plain and simple.
You got to see the field. I mean,
all right. A wide receiver playing at New England, right? No, he's playing.
He's an Indy. He's
messed up. I got it. This side is right. This side is wrong. So that's easy. This is an easy fix. So he's playing at at Indiana. I don't know why I did that. It must have. You know what? I know what it is. Fantasy Pros probably updated it and changed it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all good. I can fix it. So, all right. Mitchell playing at Indiana. Who they got? Give him. He's probably gonna come in. You got Pierce there, of course. You got Downs playing in the slot. You got Pittman, and it's gonna be a running game. You got a running quarterback.
Yeah.
3.
I'll join you there. 3. Prove it, Richardson. Don't get hurt.
I got a 3 here.
Hey, Chris.
I have a 4.
4. Ooh. All right.
Buttons is gonna have like
Drake Mays.
Please slide.
Drake Mays. Who is he competing with? Jacoby Brissett?
Yes, he is.
This guy's a day 1 starter in a super flex league. This is a tier 1 player.
Ooh, Buttons.
Give me a 2 here.
Okay.
This guy is an end of the year starter.
Huh?
He'll be sitting behind Brissett, which is fine. Brissett is a decent NFL quarterback. He can learn from him.
Decent backup.
Tier 3.
I'm gonna go with a tier 2 player. All right. And then we're gonna stop on this one. We got JJ going to Minnesota, getting the keys to the Mercedes-Benz. He's coming in. He has 3 really good options to pass the ball to. TJ, JJ, and JA. They are loaded in the receivers.
So many initials.
Good. So I'm gonna give this one in a dynasty superflex, like Button said. I'm gonna give this a tier 1 as well.
I'll go tier 2 here.
Okay. I'm hoping these QBs drop. I need them. I need to get young.
Tier 2 here for me.
This is a 2 or a 3. JB, how many 2s and 3s have I used so far?
You use one. You haven't used 1, 2, 2. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm gonna put him as a 3.
No respect. No respect for
Where the
Jay.
heck? No, speaking about respect, where's Fantasy Pros? I need to call them right now. Where is Penix on this list?
We'll go. You know what? We'll do picks right now for you. He's
Go ahead.
down.
Yep. Yeah. Can't wait.
Can't
Right here.
wait.
There we go. We'll do Phoenix for you. Well, you know what? We'll do Knicks and Penix since it's a super flex league and they rookie QBs. How about that? That works out, right?
Yep.
All right, let me do something real quick. Hold on. I gotta let me do a little something.
I mean, I could see Penix still going in the late first round.
There we go. Yeah, this is better. That's better right there.
Of course, Chris. Come on now.
Just because of
course.
But you're going to be sitting on him for a while.
You're playing the long game, Chris.
It's a dynasty.
All right. I know all about that long.
All right, go ahead and say it, Joey. It's a marathon.
It's a marathon, JB.
That is I've got Bo Nix at a 3, JB.
All righty, Joe Mix. Knicks. I said mix. All right, Chris. Are you a Bo Nix hater?
Nah, not a hater. I'd say I'll go 3 here with him also.
Right. So I mean, does a 3 mean that he is a career backup in a dynasty league? I mean, that's what it sounds like. If we can give these other first round guys 2s and 1s, he's a backup. Okay.
Yeah, well, there's a
2, 3.
Giving Michael Penix a 1. It's a wrap. I see it in his voice. I can feel it in his bones. He's giving him a 1. Joey, what you got here?
I also go 3. He's got to beat out the other first round pick first.
What's that?
The guy they just traded for.
Who did they trade for?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson.
Oh my Lord!
I give him a 2. Zach Wilson's not an NFL starter anymore.
He's got a rocket arm. He's with the quarterback.
He throws from all different angles.
Yeah, rocket to the other team.
If I'm not mistaken,
that thing is just...
that coaches Denver is more of a Drew Brees type guy, which is a Bo Nix type guy.
Point. Noted.
Am I not right? Because Bo Nix is more like precise, short field, boom, boom, boom. Plus, he can run. So yeah, I don't think so. Zach Wilson.
Payton loves the arm angles.
Yes, exactly.
He does.
Like, out your pocket. And Wilson holds the ball a long time. All right, Penix. I am giving Penix, and the one caveat behind this, I know Joey got to go to bed, no Malarkey shirt on. Why did the Falcons waste $100 million? Please tell me. If you're going to draft a quarterback and start over, don't pay Kirk Cousins that. Use that money to boost your defense up.
You should.
JB, they let the draft fall to him. They didn't know that a guy like Penix was going to be available to him right there.
They got their guy.
No, you definitely knew because all those mock drafts, not once did you see Penix going.
They're all sheep.
Everybody
got their guy.
Everybody in the free world had them drafting the linebacker from Bama. And it was not one guy who said, well, they may take something different here. Everybody had that pick.
I don't think I ever looked at all the drafts and saw Penix going before 10.
They're all sheep. All of them.
They got their guy. You have your guy, you take him.
Take him.
I think Penix, and if we're playing the long game here, I'll give him a 2 because of the long game. That's a long game. Because if you had to tear me up right now, I'd be like 5.
Right.
This is a long game. Because the only way he's playing is Kirk Cousins just breaks his arm or breaks his whole body. Stop playing. He's not playing for he's not seeing the field for at least 3 years.
They could be on the phone right now, JB.
You never know with them.
If you trade Kirk Cousins right now,
Hell.
$100 million in.
Sell.
Nation is going to do that. Anyway, all right. Joy, what's your cheer for this kid?
3.
The disrespect. All right, Chris.
I go 3 also.
All right. There you go, Buttons. I make it nice and bold for you too.
Button, stop it right now.
This is your franchise guy. Have you seen this? Hang on. You watch college football, right? You've seen this kid play, right?
Yes.
Too relying on the deep ball. All right.
And,
come on.
Falls in love with the deep ball too much.
Hey, Button. So are we just watching his Washington tape?
Sure.
Because if I pull out the Indiana tape,
No, don't pull that tape out, JB.
if I pull out the Indiana tape,
He wasn't awful there. He beat Pennsylvania State.
But it shows you when he actually gets NFL level talent wideouts.
True.
Yeah.
But with great power comes great responsibility.
Uncle Ben.
What happens is when you get these great NFL receivers, you got to remember that you also have great NFL linemen chasing your butt down.
Yeah.
And Penix is not really that mobile.
No.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right. Okay. Hey,
he's got 2 years to learn.
Yes, he does.
I want the guy to succeed. I mean, I want players to succeed. I'm not a hater when it comes to players unless they play for the Eagles or the Commandos or the Giants. And besides that, I'm okay. Right? Honestly, I don't want to, and I do want to see all. I want to see all the black quarterbacks succeed. I'm gonna be honest, I do. As long as they're not beating the Cowboys, I'm good with it.
Well, Buttons, let me ask you.
Good, not beating them, but
let me ask you, a guy who sat behind another quarterback in Jordan Love, will Penix be better than Jordan Love when he finally comes in?
Yes.
Ooh. And Jordan Love's he'll probably be a top 15 guy this year.
I really think, Chris, I mean, look, I go by the eye test. You guys know that. I watch these games, okay? Caleb Williams is 1 and Michael Penix is 1B to me. I like both those kids a lot. I don't really care for pretty much any other guy that was drafted this year, to be honest. And I know Washington, like, they got their guy. He may end up being good, and I'll eat crow, but I just don't see it. I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean,
I saw it with my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Penix is a player.
You'll see it when you believe it, like Joey.
You'll see it when you believe it, Buttons.
And I mean, and Caleb, obviously, I saw it all year.
I cannot wait until we have. I mean, I'm already excited about fantasy football, but I'm already in the draft already. I'm doing a best ball draft already, Buttons.
Already jumping
my
in.
teeth to see how this thing working out. But yeah. So Joey, I know you are, getting it's 12 o'clock, so we're a little bit over time.
Got a field trip tomorrow.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, and Joey, you want to do a parlay, or you not no malarkey parlays tonight?
I got one ready for you.
All right, hit us up real quick.
Baby.
All right, you got it ready while you're getting it ready really quick. The field trip story. Joey, in dedication to Joey and going on his field trip tomorrow to the Capitol. Back in the day when me and Mr. Neal worked together, we took a field trip to the White House. Now, this part of this story is not even the funniest part. The funniest part was when 2 teachers rolled up there with no IDs, thinking they were getting in the White House. And I looked back at them and said, "Oh, no, y'all ain't getting in."
You're not getting in.
And they bailed me out that day. Thank you.
Back at them like, "Y'all ain't getting in the White House today. What y'all doing?"
They bailed me out.
It was like, one day was like, "Oh, I got my real estate ID." I was like, "And?"
Ain't working.
And they tried to get in. I was like, "But you're not getting in."
Ain't working.
It kind of bailed Joey out because we had a couple of people who could get in, and Joey brought a stowaway with him.
Sure did.
He brought a kid that wasn't on the list.
Oh my goodness.
Pull the old Home Alone.
We left Buttons and Chris. I called him up and said, Joey, did you take roll on the bus? Did you make sure everybody you call is on the bus? He said, JB, I got you.
Yeah.
We good.
I sure did.
Roll up. We roll up. We park the buses. We sitting there getting organized. And here come Mr. Neal walking behind me. And like I said, I had never heard Mr. Neal curse before. He says, JB, I effed up. Like, what? It was like, I got a kid who showed me his permission slip and money today. When we got to DC, that didn't say his name on the bus. And I said, yes, you did indeed.
He sure did tell me.
Yes.
You
You're
sure
correct.
did.
You effed up.
His saving grace was that teachers who couldn't get in were able to stay with that kid while we toured the White House.
That's out to Miss Owens.
Mr. Neal,
That's out to Miss Owens.
You toured the White House, correct, Joey?
Yes, I did.
You were in there. Okay, good.
Because he could go, because if everybody would have had their IDs, Mr. Neal
I
would
would
have
not have
been
been there.
outside with that student.
I would not have been there.
He would have been not coming in. I'm like, you are staying.
You're staying behind.
No, he just chains them to the bus like a little bike rack.
But dude,
Stay
it was so funny. It was so funny. Joey was like, man, looked at me. He's like, it was like he was scared to death. He was like, man.
Oh, I was definitely shook.
Oh, I know that face.
Yeah.
I was not bad. I'm like, what? But then I said, when the teacher said he had no ID, he said, oh yeah, you good. I'm like, yeah, good.
So the kid, even though, I mean, I know it was super, super last minute, had his permission slip, had his money.
No, but here's the thing, Buttons.
Yeah.
These permission slips and money was due like 2 months in advance.
And you have to give the roster to the White House, right?
And see, Buttons,
and that makes sense. And that
Buttons, I was a young teacher still, and I was naive, and I did not necessarily know that. Okay, we're dealing with the federal government. We're dealing with the White House. So I was like, yeah, come on, get on the bus. Everything's gonna be fine.
No, look,
it will never happen again.
Like anywhere I go with students, I take roll before we leave out the door.
Correct.
Get on the bus, get off the bus, because I can't imagine going somewhere and leaving a kid and have to deal with the backlash from that. No, that's one of the worst fears, going somewhere. Because another story, when I was in Europe, I was seeing a kid get hit by a car. Because we just got there to the hotel.
Yeah.
We walk across to the food mart, and you know how the traffic is different in Europe. In England, it's the other way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the road we crossed was right off of the interstate, their interstate highway. So we are crossing the street. I'm like, hey, keep your eyes open. I turn around. The kid is looking the other direction, and the car is turning to run him over. I'm like, get out of the road.
He don't know any better.
Almost got hit not once, but twice.
Oh my goodness.
I almost got hit again in London. Just standing in the road. Get out the
road. Dude, you not learn your lesson?
Sure didn't.
So anyway, yeah, that was the.
I don't think I think maybe I've been once, like very, very small, as a small child, but I haven't been to the White House since then, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to the White House. I went to the White House a couple of years ago, and my picture was on national TV.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like while Joey's getting his parlay, I'll pull the picture up and let y'all see it. I was it was the first time they had opened the White House to the public in a couple of years
Okay.
at the end of the Obama administration.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter and my wife went there, and someone approached me and said, can we use your picture for our story? And then I got a call that night because I was out and about. I got a call. Miss Owens was like, "Hey, I just see she was in Georgia. I just saw you on the national news." I got a couple of calls about that as well from my aunt and
cool.
people. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
Ready.
what we got going on here?
You already make a little bit.
Dallas about to even this series up, baby.
Oh, and that's without Kyrie being Kyrie.
Luka out there. Yep.
Yes, they are. Luka just decided he was going to play tonight.
Luka being Luka.
Kyrie still got 7 points. Wow. There's a Tim Hardaway Jr. that is going tonight. He's been hurt in the entire playoff season.
Yeah, he's been back since he came back last game too.
He's a plus 13 tonight, Joey.
Tim Hardaway Jr.?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good.
All right, basic two-legger as my lock.
Oh, two-legger.
Plus 270.
270 a lot.
What the heck? You got the Pacers winning?
That ain't a lock.
All I know is that I like the Knicks plus the 7. Number 1. And I also like the Nuggets plus the 4.5. Number 2.
You don't think Nuggets are going to win?
Nuggets straight up.
You want that straight up?
Straight up!
Straight up!
You going straight up? Are they what's that? If you actually bump that up, what's that?
270. The 270 is plus 7 and plus 4.5. I wonder if you did Knicks plus 7 and Nuggets money line.
That would bump it up for sure.
That would bump it up.
I'm going to change that right now. I'm cashing out.
So what? So you cashing out already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cashing out.
Probably lost 3 cents.
Cashing out is 25 cents.
50 cents.
Oh.
Let me go on and change that bet. I'll take plus the 7. Nuggets straight up plus 408.
Man, bumped it up. That's your lock.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I'll take that. I mean, they have to win. They have to win.
You're right, Buttons.
They cannot lose.
If Jamal Murray has anything to say.
Yeah, hopefully.
Say it again. You took the Knicks plus the 4, plus the 7, and the Nuggets straight up.
Straight up.
Paul Abdul.
All right, that's the lock.
That's the lock.
MC Scat.
You got a big one?
The big mama is plus 2270.
Oh, geez.
What?
He's back, baby. Not even that many games.
7-legger.
A 7-legger at plus 2270?
Absolutely. Here's what we got going on.
But
all right. Let's start with the Knicks Pacers game.
Back at it. Brunson.
I got
40.
Siakam. I'm going to take the over made threes, 0.5.
Siakam's going to hit
I don't mind that one, actually.
Halliburton. Made threes, over 2.5.
Yep.
Aaron Nesmith, 10+ points.
That's the one that's gonna get you.
I don't know about that one, but okay.
That's the one that's like, what?
Let's go to the Denver game. Jokic.
No Brunson?
No Brunson. I couldn't find anything for him.
No.
Joker?
It's too high. It's too high.
You're right, Buttons.
It's too high.
He got him at 30.
Although he's gonna play 48 or better.
Jokic, 10+ rebounds.
Oh, that's a lock.
Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, 6+ assists.
Yep.
That's going to be
Cat,
my God.
Over 19.5 points.
Ooh, that.
Aaron Gordon, over 12.5 points.
They're gonna need him.
That's my 7-legger.
Definitely
Plus
Gordon.
2270.
All righty.
Neesmith has scored over 10 or more 6 of the last 10 games. So
All
So
right.
it's a coin flip.
All right. So
it's at least a little bit of an edge.
Yeah, a little
so
bit.
for it's been a while since we had the parlays from Joey. For the lock, we got Knicks +7, Nuggets
Straight up.
Money line.
Money line, yeah. All right. Once we get to college football and the NFL, I am going to have the money line jingle ready. Jingle.
Can't wait.
Money line. Mr. Money Line.
Can't wait.
Record my voice. Mr. Money Line. And have it just going over and over again. All right. And the 7-legger, the +270, we got Siakam plus making a half of 3.
Half a 3.
Over 1. Yeah, so 1.
Over a half. Halliburton over 2.5 threes. Neesmith over 10. Or is it 10 or over?
10 plus.
10 plus. So
10 it's 10 or okay.
10 or over 10. Joker +10, 10 or more rebounds. Edwards 6 or more assists. Cat over 19.5 points. And Aaron Gordon over 12.5 points.
This is a lot.
Is Ant-Man averaging that many assists?
They're going to have to get the ball out of his hand, but
to be boosting him or doubling him up or something.
Yeah,
they got to get the ball.
Look at Joey game scripting. He's already seen it. He's like, they're going to Cat. Anthony Edwards to Cat, and Cat scoring a bunch of buckets.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yep, that's how he's gonna get over the 19.5, Chris.
He's game scripting this whole thing.
They gotta get it out of his hands.
If you want to see, here's a picture of me that was on national TV.
Oh, there it is.
Look at JB
standing in front of the statue of George Washington in the White House.
The old thumbs up to George.
Yeah, I gotta get back there. I gotta tour it again for sure. In my adult years, you gotta see it, you know.
Yeah,
You don't remember it.
I tell you, I went with Joey. The kids went through there like it was nothing.
Oh my God, they did.
When me and Joey got in, they were all gone.
They sure were. Yeah,
everybody had just disappeared.
Like, where are y'all going?
They didn't go in.
They didn't take it in, JB.
Nothing.
No, they did not.
It's like that's where Obama announced.
That's disappointing. That's disappointing.
That's where Lincoln's body was laying.
Well, especially because you went at such a historical time where history was made, right? I mean, I'm assuming you went during the Obama administration, right?
We did.
Yeah, we did. So, right. I remember that because we had some kids in our school who did.
Yeah. It's got historical significance,
especially in Belinda's class.
Sure. They should have taken that in. They should have taken that in more and appreciated it.
Oh my goodness!
Not surprised though.
I went in 15. I think it had been a while since they had visitors like in the White House at all.
Do they not do that all the time, JB? Do they not have tours running like every day?
I don't know, man. Because the White House is one of the most secure buildings. They probably do, but it's not like because to go to the Capitol, to go to the Capitol building or Supreme Court, it's not the same type of process. Like you don't need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to turn in a list of names to go to the Capitol.
Okay.
That tour, and that tour is pretty good too. The Capitol tour.
Capitol, you can just climb the walls up though. Also,
apparently,
you don't even need anything if you want.
Those people are just standing there.
Throw on a horn hat and just climb on up.
Come on in, no problem.
Come on. I see where y'all got there.
How about that?
Yeah. But yeah, and the Supreme Court was like that too. You actually go in there and you go to the top and I mean, you have to out of Supreme Court, but the Capitol, you go up there and see, look down.
Oh, that's
gotta
cool.
be quiet. So it was pretty cool. Even it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Joy, what you doing tomorrow? You doing the Capitol tomorrow?
Capitol tomorrow. And as I got from Grand Park, we're gonna walk them over to Union Station right after that.
All
JP.
right. Yep.
Oh, all right.
Walk them down to Union Station. Just make sure they know, look for the traffic. And then when they get in Union Station, don't get lost.
Absolutely.
Make sure all kids are present and accounted for,
Absolutely,
Joey.
Buttons.
No
Absolutely.
no more Home Alone where you're just
some good advice for you is tell the kids that when they're in the city on this trip, they shouldn't be doing earbuds and cell phones.
Good idea.
Because you gotta hear the traffic, hear the horns.
You gotta take it in. You gotta take it in. They gotta appreciate it, JB.
A little bit different.
Okay, I need you to be safe. All right, appreciate it, but I need safety first. Like,
yeah.
I'm talking with kids anywhere. It's no headphones,
no distractions.
I need you to be head on a swivel.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Big city like that, you know,
Absolutely.
you never know. You never know.
I've taken kids to DC too many times, even count on hands, feet, and toes and teeth. I've been there so many times with kids. They go into the museums, and as always, you gotta be careful. Because funny story, when I was a kid, I almost got hit by a car in DC on a field trip.
Man, seems like a lot of your stories end with almost hit by a car.
I'm always getting hit by cars.
Hey, I did.
I almost got hit by a car.
I did. I was. We were. And it was a high school. I think I was in 10th grade. We did a trip to the Russian embassy when they had one here, and the American History Museum. And we decided to cross the street to go over to the I got a brain fart. The monument, U.S. monument, right? The monument. So we crossed the street, and I'm gonna get hit by a car. So you gotta be careful.
The Washington Monument.
Washington Monument. There you go. Washington Monument.
Gotcha.
I had a brain fart just for a second.
The
Washington Monument. We tried to cross the street, knowing we weren't supposed to be going anywhere but the museum. So
right.
Joe, you're gonna have to leash. You're gonna have to leash some of these kids up.
Oh, you right about that, Chris? I already got one who her. We got to have a special handler for her.
How many teachers you got going?
I think it's a total of 12 of us going.
Is David going?
He is not going.
No
chaperones.
Is Brian going? Too?
Yes, Brian is not going.
Of course not.
Brian will next year because Brian and I will be on the 8th grade team together next year.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just need a science teacher.
Man, you better find one that's somewhere else because those days are over, my friend.
And we could use a math teacher.
Those days are done. I teach math too.
Imagine that. Imagine the 8th grade team.
The four horsemen. They're just. You're like Mongo. You just come in.
Oh my goodness!
I had the kids playing fantasy sports.
I had it so good. We had it so good that first year.
Oh my goodness!
CJ squared.
My first year ever teaching was so good because I had Neil right next to me.
Oh, we had a great team.
It was amazing.
How much arguing was going on with sports?
Oh, come on now.
Oh yeah.
And they would have The Godfather right down.
We had The Godfather.
And our school father was
and we had the father. All on the same team.
Buttons was like, check on my flip phone. I got this picture of this 6th grader, Michael Penix. He's like, I got this Michael Penix.
This kid's gonna be good.
Mark my words. He's like, man, that's so pixelated. Get out of here, bud. Mark my words.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would have been sweet back in the day.
We can fill those math and science positions. Oh my goodness! Next year,
I know plenty of good teachers that wouldn't mind coming there.
It would be lit. It would be lit.
You know what the old saying is? I know where my bread is buttered.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you,
Absolutely.
my bread is buttered really good where I work right now.
Absolutely.
JB got it made.
Yes, he does.
I don't know if I get it made, but it's buttered.
It's a wonderful spot.
And in the words of Peter Brown, Joey, I ain't hungry.
I am hungry.
I am not hungry.
The great Peter Brown.
Fellas, once again, it's been great. Looking forward to what we talk about next week for the dynasty draft, and we didn't even mention fantasy baseball, which I guess I know Chris, like Chris says, baseball right now is still in the background. I did see Toronto play Buttons. I did see your boys play against the Nationals.
You mean last place Toronto?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's messed up.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. I think that we might be in serious danger of trading Vlad Guerrero.
Think so?
Who wants him?
Stop.
Who what?
Yeah, he's that bad, Joey.
Who?
Stop.
He's slugging 370.
Oh, come on. Now.
He's a power guy.
Joey, you cannot talk when Judge is hitting and he's actually heating up. But
Judge is heating up.
He's not killing it though.
Judge is heating up.
When your boy is hitting 230, I don't know if you can sit there and talk about overrated.
Batting average is overrated, Chris.
He hit another one. He's got 9 bombs, so
batting average is under.
He hit one tonight, JB.
Batting average is overrated.
Yeah, he wasn't worth the first round pick I wasted.
No, but I mean the thing about it is if he can get through this slump, I mean he's raised his average up like 40 points over last couple weeks.
The last 2 weeks his OPS is 1100. He's coming.
Oh my god.
He's coming.
Oh my goodness.
Just be ready.
He's on his way.
I'm telling you now though, they might start over. I'm worried they might start over.
Hey, I'll take not being the worst team in the East.
Just do not trade Bichette. Please, I'm begging you.
He's an outstanding ball player. Outstanding.
Do not trade Manoah. I cannot lose that guy.
Outstanding ball player.
Yeah, Bichette is good.
All right, fellas. Y'all have a good night, man. Enjoy your weekends.
All right.
Peace.
Joey, don't get hit by a car tomorrow.
I got you.